everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. We have another amazing recipe for you guys today, which will involve using our Magibles. As you know, we have 3 different flavours of these, and for this one I'll be using our creamy milk chocolate Magibles. So come with me and we'll see what we're going to be making. Making some little cookie bites, little square cookies that you just pop your Magibles into, and then you have the perfect little cookie bar, which is perfect for on-the-go snack, from your lunch boxes, from your packed lunch when you go to work, or even when you're just having friends and family round for a little dessert with a little ball of ice cream on the side. They are perfect. So let's get making them. To start off, we're going to measure 240 grams of brown sugar. Weigh this up. Okay, so that's 240 grams. I've got my gluten-free flour in a bowl just because I find it so much easier to control when you're putting it into the sieve. So I'm just going to reset my scales, pop that on top. I always just do it like this because then you kind of minimise all the extra cleaning up that you need to do. Some may call me lazy, but some may call me practical. Oh. Okay, we're having a malfunction. Finally working. So let's sieve in the flour. There's no lumps in there whatsoever. So I have my 120 grams of dairy-free spread. Obviously you can use whatever alternative you want. You can use butter, you can use dairy-free spread. It's completely up to you and your dietary requirements. So I'm just gonna pop this in here. I always think cookies with a little bit of salt in always taste so good. So just a little pinch there. And you want to add some baking powder or baking soda, whatever you would like to use, just to ensure that it does rise when it is in the oven. I'm going to use baking soda here. I'm just going to add in half a teaspoon of this. You don't want to do too much, because if you do too much, you have such a prominent taste of baking soda in your bake. So literally just like this. And next is just a splash of vanilla essence. Time to just mix it all together. You can use your hands if you want to, but I'm going to attempt to use a spoon. Put it all together. Right, sleeves up. Okay, let's do this. As you can see, we've got a mixture together. I've made so much mess. So this is basically what you will be looking for, is a kind of mixture that squidges together perfectly. We now have the perfect cookie dough. So I'm just going to pop that back in the bowl and pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour. Guess it's time to clean this up. So this is now out of the fridge. It's been in there for about an hour. You need to have a square baking tin like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some non-stick baking paper inside. So I've now put the baking paper into the baking tray just like this. It's just going to be so much easier when it's all cooked and ready, so you can just like pull it out. We want to put this in here. Basically just want to flatten it into the tray. I would recommend like using your hands to begin with to just really get it. And you can obviously just make sure it's all in the corners. We heated the oven to 160 degrees. You don't want to put it on too high because these do cook really quickly. So it's all flat, just like good. So it's all flat, just like this. And then we're gonna take our good old friend on. Leaving any on top for the time being, because when you put the Magibles on top, they're simply just going to melt straight away. So we're going to put the Magibles on top, maybe around five-ish minutes before the bake is done. There's actually nothing better than raw cookie dough. Licking the spoon is always licking the bowl is always the best bit. They've just come out the oven. And I put the Magibles on top, maybe with about 3 minutes until they were done, because you just want to be careful that it doesn't obviously melt all the chocolate off, because you want all the chocolate to be on there. So let's take it out and see what it looks like. So using this baking parchment paper is honestly a lifesaver in this kind of situation, because you literally just lift it up and there's no fuss about trying to get it out the tin, anything like that. Now that is an indulgent dessert. Just one big fat cookie. All of these up into 9 pieces. Look. It looks just like so gooey and just delicious in the middle. So we'll try it. Time to try it. I am so excited. I just need to take a minute to appreciate that. It's a work of art. Holy moly. That was actually unbelievable. If you would like to try out this recipe, make sure to look down below. We'll have the full recipe there. Just head below, and thank you so much for joining us.